Are we live? Oh, I didn't even get a chance to share it. Can you share it on my page?
Unbelievable.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Robert Cabaz, eXp Realty. Thank you for joining us today. This is our weekly Wednesday live stream. We do this every single Wednesday live, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So thank you for joining. We talk everything real estate on here. If you have any real estate related questions or any questions in general that you just want to ask me, please feel free, comment below and ask away, and we'll answer them for you today. So today's topic, should you invest your money in cryptocurrency or real estate? We're going to go through the advantages and disadvantages of each one, give you my opinion on what I think you should do, which you probably already know, but we're going to go through each one of those in today's topic. So before we begin, remember if you have any referrals for me in 2021, please send those to robcabaz@gmail.com. That is my email. And then also, if you have not done so, check out the website, www.robertcabaz.com. If you want to start your home search, you want to get a quick valuation on your home currently, or you want to check out the upcoming open houses, basically anything to do with real estate, you can do right on my website. And once again, that's www.robertcabaz.com. And then finally, if you're interested in eXp Realty or you're interested in a career in real estate, you want to know how to get started, why there are so many realtors out there, and why I got started, and some advantages to eXp Realty. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's @Robert_Cabaz. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to just go ahead and send me a direct message on there, and we will take care of you. So that's it. Thanks for joining us. So before we see you later. We'll see you guys next week.
I thought you were about to end it.
I'm lost because I'm not prepared right now because the thing isn't on my screen. So I'm going to just take a second and get that popped up on my screen. I'm lost without seeing the actual stream. What?
Should I entertain the audience?
Can you entertain the audience for just 5 minutes? Why don't you give your 2-second plug on Perspective Media?
Perspective
Yeah.
Media.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
We do media work, real estate, photography, videography.
Introduce yourself. Who are you? They don't even know who you are.
Well, I'm never on camera. Do they need to know who I am?
Yeah. So they
Josh
want to know
with
who's talking, who the
Perspective
mysterious voice is.
Josh Myers.
There we go. Okay, I got this one. Josh Myers from Perspective Media.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awkward. There we go. Had it silence that. Okay. All right. Perfect. I did not share this to. I can't. How do I share? Oh, that's how.
So are you having a good week?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm having a fantastic week. Have you seen this weather? Have you been enjoying this weather outside? It's crazy. If you follow me on any of the social medias, you would have seen that Josh and I took a little boat ride yesterday to look at some waterfront property. It was awesome. So
impromptu.
What's that? Impromptu, yeah. So also, I'm going to disclose, I don't know that much about cryptocurrency. I'm not a cryptocurrency expert in any means. I do know a little bit, and I've done a little bit of research before we came on here. But I do know that today is apparently it's a bad day for cryptocurrency. So this is probably a good thing we're doing this today. Bitcoin is like way down, something to do with China. I don't know, but it's probably a good day to be talking about other strategies to invest your money rather than crypto or Bitcoin and Dogecoin and all those fun things.
On crypto.
Yeah, don't just get all of it out. So welcome. Do we have any questions before we begin, Josh?
Cassandra says, Josh, we can't see you.
They can't see Josh. Maybe one day when we get some upgrades, we'll incorporate another camera.
I trim my face.
And your camera ready?
Other than that, no questions.
No questions. So we are live, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube today. It's beautiful outside, and we're going to get right into our topic today. So, cryptocurrency versus real estate. What should you invest your money in? What makes the most sense? I'll tell you what my opinion is. I'm going to give you some advantages and disadvantages of each. Starting out with cryptocurrency. Obviously, privacy and data protection is huge with cryptocurrency. There's low fees, I guess. There's no bank fees. And I have a little bit of money in cryptocurrency, just nothing major, just a little bit. So this is just what I've learned and what I've researched. Not a lot of bank fees and low fees. You can self-manage. There's protection from inflation, which we're seeing right now is a large thing. The speed and accessibility for crypto is there. There's a lot of information out there on crypto. But some disadvantages to crypto, obviously the high volatility. It has not been around for a long time. You don't know what it's going to do. It's very unpredictable. As per today, I mean, obviously Bitcoin, what was it down? 50%?
Yeah, it was down. I think at the low point, it was at like 30 grand.
30 grand. It was like 60 grand, wasn't it, at one
It was
point?
past 60.
So it's, I mean, yeah, it was up high, and now today in one day it's gone 50%. You will not see a home value drop 50% in a day ever. I mean, it's never happened in the history. Maybe, I don't know what but housing prices and appreciation and depreciation doesn't happen in one day. It happens over a long period of time. So it doesn't just all of a sudden, boom, your house is worth 50% less. So
On the 11th, it was at $56,000, and today it is at 37. So 20 grand.
so 20 grand between today and the 11th,
Yeah.
May 11th. Yeah, so a $20,000 swing between today and 11th. So if you had Bitcoin on the 11th and you had a lot of Bitcoin and you are still holding that same amount today, you lost a lot of money. Right? Is that what I'm gathering from that? So yeah, you lost a ton of money from that. So that is my 2 cents on crypto. We don't know a lot about it. I don't really understand where it comes from. I know there's a lot of people out there that could explain it a little better than I do, but it's something to do with what is your, I mean, it's like money online, right? Josh, can you explain it?
You know
What exactly it is?
It's like it's so deep. Like it's got. I don't even know how it works. Like especially like people that mine it, forget about it.
Right.
Like mining money.
Yeah. So if
don't
you don't,
understand
it's hard to figure out what it is. I guess you need to do pretty in-depth research, but that's why I like real estate. I mean, real estate is very self-explanatory. It's a house, right? You need a house. People need a house to live in. Do people need cryptocurrency? I don't know. Maybe if the dollar goes away and we don't have anything else to exchange for goods and services, then I guess if people only take crypto, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it could be necessary, but it may take a long time to get to that point. But okay, we're going to go over what I know, and that's real estate. And this is why it sounds so terrible. And this is why I think that you should invest your money in real estate. And I'm going to give you an example too of something that one of my colleagues just brought up to me before this. So let's say you bought Bitcoin at what? What's so funny?
Cliff Crawford said, "Putting Josh on the spot. Ouch."
I know, Cliff. That's what he's here for. I mean, that's what I pay him for.
Dude, what do you want me to research?
He comes
it right
so
now?
unprepared. I decided this topic at 11 a.m. this morning, and he's so unprepared right now. He had a whole hour to figure this out. But I'm going to give you an example. So you buy cryptocurrency at, let's just say, $50, and then it appreciates. Well, let's go a little higher just to make it. Let's do your example from earlier. You buy a cryptocurrency at $50,000, right? And over the year that you've held this crypto, it's gone to $100,000. So it's doubled in price, right? You made 50 grand in a year. I mean, that's pretty good. I think a lot of people would be happy with making $50,000 in a year. Well, you're going to have to pay tax on that. You're going to have to pay Uncle Sam. So immediately you're going to have to pay about, let's just call it 10% or 20%. You knock $10,000 off your $50,000. You made $40,000. Hey, that's still a really good year in cryptocurrency, right? So the difference in that is you spent $50,000 to make $40,000. In real estate, you can take $50,000 and you can purchase a $250,000 home because the bank is going to lend you $200,000. You're going to put $50,000 down. The bank is then going to lend you $200,000 to buy a $250,000 asset that you now own. You have control over. So that $50,000 just turned into $250,000. So you just 10 times your money. Well, no, 5 times your money. 5 times your money in one sale. Now, the golden goose of this whole thing, if you're going to rent that property out, you're going to get paid monthly dividends or shares, or whatever you want to call it, cash flow. You're going to get paid monthly from owning that property because you're going to put $2,500. We'll say on a $250,000 house, you'll probably get around $2,500 in rent cash flow there. So obviously you have some expense to pay, but you're still going to cash flow every single month. Bitcoin does not pay you. Is that a year?
Yeah.
So 30 grand a year, you'll make an extra cash flow on that property. Bitcoin does not pay you monthly. That is probably the biggest thing of this whole comparison, is that Bitcoin does not pay you monthly, or cryptocurrency does not, that I know of, does not pay you monthly. If you can find one that pays you monthly, you just buy it and it just keeps paying every single month as long as you own it. Tell me, because I'll buy it. But as of right now, I don't know any of that do that. So I'm going to give you some advantages to real estate. I guess do we have any questions first, Mr. Myers? No. Jeez, I feel like I'm talking. Okay.
Take a drink of water.
I'm going to take a drink of water. I'm going to take a drink.
Water going by. Oh, I can't jump.
Hmm?
I gotta go.
Crawl underneath the camera.
Crawl underneath the camera.
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Oh, get the phone call. My wife calls right in the middle of the live stream. Who does that?
Oh, you're golden.
Okay, we're going to give you some advantages to real estate. Obviously, we just talked about a couple. Yearly appreciation. Over time, real estate always goes up. Sometimes, yes, we have a little recession, we have a little regression in the price of real estate, but over time, it always appreciates. So keep that in mind. Obviously, monthly cash flow is huge. You buy something, people pay you monthly. You're never going to buy anything else in this world where somebody else can pay for. Keep that in mind. You're never going to buy anything else in this world where somebody else will pay for. You can buy real estate, but somebody is going to pay. Somebody else that you put in there is going to rent the house. They're going to go to work and pay your mortgage for you. That's just how it works. I mean, people need places to live. So you can buy more for less. Obviously, we just gave you that comparison. You can buy one Bitcoin for $50,000, or you can buy one house for $250,000, and your $50,000 now becomes $250,000 instead of one Bitcoin being $50,000 and eventually getting to maybe $100,000. So buy more for less. People are always going to need a place to live. Obviously, we don't know what the demand is for cryptocurrency now. We don't need it now. Will we need it in the future? Is the dollar going to go away and it's going to be all cryptocurrency? I don't know. Maybe in the next 20, 30, 40 years. But right now, people always, and even in the future, it doesn't matter what happens, people are always going to need a place to live. I mean, food, water, shelter, right? Those are the three basic necessities of life. You will always need a roof over your head. So when anything, if everything goes crazy and there's a zombie apocalypse, people will still need somewhere to live. Now, I don't know what happens if in that situation when you own the house and, well, who knows? But people still need a place to live.
Zombie apocalypse?
Yeah. So anyway, started thinking about zombie apocalypse. Real estate is one of the absolute safest investments you can make for the reason that I just gave you. People are always going to need a place to live. So even if somebody loses their job and they only have a limited income, I mean, their three necessities they have to do is pay for food, water, and shelter. So you're going to be up there. I mean, you may not be first because people have to drink and eat, but you'll be second or third in the payment. Who am I going to pay first if I only have X amount of dollars? So, and then when you buy, your money will multiply. So those are my advantages to real estate. Obviously, there are some disadvantages. I don't really know of too many, but I mean, rentals are not for everybody. Obviously, you can get a bad tenant. You'll have to deal with that. Right now, evictions. You can do evictions, which was a big thing that was keeping people from buying real estate before. Because they're like, well, I don't want to buy something and then get a tenant, then I can't evict them. We can evict right now. Obviously, if you take the necessary steps to do it on time and in the right order, you won't lose that much money. It does, obviously, there's legal fees involved, and if they take you all the way to the end, you could lose money. But you can always write that off. So you do need write-offs as well. But it's not that bad. Coming from personal experience, I can tell you it's not that bad. And I've had some pretty bad stuff happen in the real estate game with rentals, and it still always works out in the end. So, any questions, Josh? What do we got?
I have a question.
What's your question?
How long do you think that you would last during a zombie apocalypse?
How long would I personally last?
Yeah.
Pretty long.
Pretty long?
Yeah, pretty long time. Yeah. I'm ready for that, for sure.
I'd be done on the first day.
After last week, I'm ready. Huh?
I'd probably be the first person.
Dead?
Dead. Yeah. 100%.
Now, that was the question. Like, when you think of zombies, I don't want to get off topic here, but when you think of zombies, did we have this question before like a long time ago? I think we were talking about this. When you think of zombies, are zombies the slow zombies that that you can't, like, you can just walk away from and they can't get you?
Yeah.
Or are they fast?
I mean, I would imagine it's
Slow.
fast. I would imagine fast.
Like, have you seen the
Well,
movie World War Z?
No.
See, those zombies were fast. Like, they were like super speed.
Yeah. I don't think that they would be super speed. They'd probably fall apart.
But then if you watch like The Walking Dead, those zombies are slow.
yeah.
And the only way that those zombies got people was they would just kind of corner you, and they had numbers.
Yeah. I would think slow because
And here's my last question on the zombie topic, but because I've always thought this was crazy, like in the shows, but zombies in water, can they just go through the water? Because I always thought, why don't they just go to an island, and then they can get rid of the zombies on the island, and then they never have to worry about it again,
yeah, I mean that's a good point.
right?
Yeah, you would imagine.
But I guess that would be a boring show.
Just clear
That wouldn't get the ratings pretty good.
Just clear.
But it's pretty. It makes sense.
No,
Anyway,
it does make sense.
back to real estate.
Yeah. So Dave Kloss says, greetings, Robert.
Greetings, Mr. Kloss. Thanks for joining us.
Cliff Crawford. The issue I'm seeing is there's nothing out there as far as fixer-uppers or room to make equity. Places are selling for more than what they've listed. What's the answer to this situation from a guy who wants to use his money to his advantage in... Where am I at?
In the long run.
In the long run, yep.
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Cliff. So people that are out there that are afraid of not being able to build equity in the next place they purchase. So I've done a couple videos on this in the last couple weeks, but if you look at the statistics of where we're at in this market and where we could be in the next 2 to 3 years, the market is only heading up. Like if you look at the statistics of what happened in 2008, because a lot of people kind of use that as a comparison to like, well, we're at the top of the market. I'm not buying right now because the market, I'm going to buy and then the market's going to tank and then I'm going to be sitting here, with upside down on my house. So and I don't want that to happen. So if you look at what happened in 2008, there was an overabundance of inventory. Rates were super high, and obviously the banks were loaning to people who couldn't afford it. Right now is the absolute. It couldn't be more opposite. We have a very, very low supply. The rates are super low, and the banks are still being very strict with who they lend to and making sure that people can actually afford purchasing. So I think personally, and this is just my opinion, I'm just one person, but personally, the market, I think, is still going to go up for the next 2 to 3 to maybe even 5 years. I mean, obviously, it cannot go up forever. We will have to recede a little bit at some point, but I don't think we're going to see what happened in 2008 again. And if it does, don't come back and say, well, you told us this was going to happen, because nobody has a crystal ball, okay? Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going on behind the scenes. We can just give you our opinion and what we're seeing in today's market. It's a strong market. It's super strong. And I'm telling people now, if you buy now with the rates, the one thing we do know is that the rates cannot go really any lower than they've gone.
Otherwise, they're giving it away for free.
Unless they're giving it away for free. And I know in Europe they're doing something where there's like negative rate or something. I don't know how that works and how they can sustain that. But obviously, 2% is low, and I cannot foresee any mortgage people. I mean, at some point they're not going to make any money. So 2 to 3%. If you can get a rate for 2 to 3% right now, absolutely bananas. Take advantage. They're never going to be that low. They're going to go up eventually, and they are starting to creep up now. They're talking about middle to high 3s by the end of the year. So if you think of it that way, and you think of, okay, well, I don't want to overpay now, so I'll wait. But if you wait and the rates go up, and even if the market stays the same, you're going to end up paying more. So if you really, really want to take advantage of your equity, take advantage of the rates, buying now is the absolute best thing you could possibly do. So I know it's difficult because of the market, the way it is. Everybody's getting outbid. And I also did a video yesterday on, and you can watch it on YouTube, on listing price. Because buyers are getting in their head, they're going and they're looking at a listing price and they're saying, well, there's no way I can offer $20,000 over the listing price. There's no way I can offer $30,000. And they're not getting houses because they're the mental block that they're having of saying, well, I'm paying too much over the listing price. Well, the listing price doesn't matter. The seller makes the listing price. The seller sets the listing price, or the agent recommends to the seller that, hey, this is what we should set as a listing price. So it's just a number. Now they should be doing a market analysis and saying, hey, this is what I think it's worth. and this is where we should set the price. That's not the case all the time. Now, if it is, what your realtor should be doing as a buyer's agent, as a buyer's, an agent representing the buyer, they should be looking at the house, looking at the listing price and saying, okay, is this listing price correct? Did they underprice the house? Did they overprice the house? And then constantly look at the new closings that are happening every single day, because this market right now, people are pushing the prices and pushing the prices and pushing the prices. So the comparables are changing every day. A house that maybe was worth 200 last week might be worth 205 this week with the new comparables that just came out. So they are pushing the limits every single day. Now, if that keeps happening, obviously the price of houses are going to keep going up, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, obviously, like I said, they have to come down at some point, but for the time being, and with rates and the demand where it is now, I mean, they're just going to keep going up. So if you want to move and you need to move in the next 2 years, and you want to take advantage of this market before it actually slows down, because once rates start going up, it will slow down a little bit. And that's where you may see things taper off. Take advantage now. Take advantage of those low rates. Lock it in for 30 years. Lock in 2.5%, 3% for 30 years if you can do it. Because, in 30 years, do you think the rates are going to be 3%? Heck no. They're not going to be 3%. They're going to be higher. I don't know what they're going to be, but I don't think they're going to be 3%.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on I know it's difficult to find things right now, but I really, if you can take advantage of that equity that you have, go for it. What else we got? Thank you for that question, Cliff. That was awesome. Zombies or on Thursday night, Cowboys and Indians League. Yes. Anything else, Josh?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
I'm getting hungry. What time is it? 23?
Dude, I can't eat today.
No? We have to. So, anyway, if you're still there and you guys have any more questions, we'll leave it open for questions for the next 5 minutes. And like I said, if you have anything, comment below. If you're watching on Instagram, you can comment live. Also, YouTube, comment live.
If you have any input about how fast zombies
If you want to talk about zombies, we can talk about zombies. I don't care. I know real estate can get a little boring sometimes, but that was my 2 cents on cryptocurrency, real estate, and the zombie apocalypse. So obviously crypto could be very lucrative. I don't know it that well. I know real estate pretty well. I've done a little bit of research on crypto. I know that if you were holding crypto on May 11th and you had it today, you lost a ton of money because Bitcoin's down. I guess not all crypto. I guess just Bitcoin. All crypto's down too. What was Dogecoin at today?
Dogecoin went down a little bit, but usually when Bitcoin moves, the rest of the cryptos move.
Okay, so really Bitcoin's the one to watch.
Yeah.
So, any other questions?
No. No.
On anything? Nothing.
No, nothing.
No. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. Once again, this was our weekly Wednesday live stream. We do this every single Wednesday. We're live Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Really growing the YouTube right now. Make sure to look out. We're going to do videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays on YouTube. Same with Facebook and Instagram. So please like and subscribe on YouTube. And yeah, we will come back with another great topic next week, Wednesday noon, every single Wednesday. And if you have any referrals, remember we love referrals. Our business is built on referrals. So if you have any referrals for us, robkabaz@gmail.com is the email address. Make sure to check out the website, www.robertkabaz.com. If you need anything real estate related, please feel free to reach out. You have all my information. Follow me on all social medias. And then finally, if you want to know more about eXp Realty, please don't hesitate to send me a message and we can chat about that. So, anything else, Josh?
No.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday and the rest of this beautiful week. Thanks, guys.